Hey, everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge, and this is Piggyskin Picks, where I pick the winners and losers of the upcoming NFL week. And last week, wild card weekend, 4 out of 6 on the pick'ems. Well, who did you get wrong, son? The Seattle Seahawks and the Tennessee Titans. Yeah. And the first game we have to talk about is between the LA Rams and the Green Bay Packers. Kill me! Oh, God. Yeah, honestly, as a Seahawks fan, this is the worst thing you could possibly watch. But here we are, trying to pick a winner and loser between these two teams. I really wish there could be a tie, but we're in the playoffs. So I'm going to say the Packers win this game, but the Rams go ahead and keep this close, cover the plus 6.5 spread, and the game goes under at 45.5. Why do I think that? Well, I mean, after seeing the Rams up close and personal last week, I can tell you that this Rams defense is extremely impressive. They can pressure you. They can get at you from the sky. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, as good as he is, I think he will have a bit of a tough time against that Rams defense. However, as soon as I say that, I do think when it comes down to it, Rodgers is going to carry the team on his back and do some magical shit, probably get 2-3 touchdowns in there, maybe one turnover, and ultimately decide the game. And I get a feeling the scoreline comes down to Green Bay 24, Rams 19, and yeah, it doesn't matter who wins. I'm going to be miserable no matter what. So, hooray. Hooray. Well, you salty bitch. I know that. The Seahawks are ass. You don't need to fucking remind me, okay? Just living in reality of a disqualified team and watching our rivals just duke it out to get to the NFC Championship. Isn't that nice? But all the saltiness and vitriol aside, let's move on into the next game between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. I gotta tell you right now, boys and girls, I think the Buffalo Bills is the team to beat. I honestly would tell you, in my mind, in my heart, the Bills win the Super Bowl this year. But one step at a time. I think the Bills win this game against the Ravens. They cover the spread at -2.5. I do believe the game goes over at 49.5. And it really feels as though this defense for the Bills may come up big against this Ravens offense. Although I will say, Lamar Jackson winning a playoff game for the first time in his career could really rejuvenate the locker room. I don't know how that would play into the momentum factor for Harbaugh's boys, but it could be something. But weirdly enough, and I know I don't really bring this shit up as a factor, but for whatever reason, Buffalo fans being able to see Buffalo play, I think it could be massive. Now, of course, the Titans had the benefit too when they faced the Ravens, and the Ravens just shoved that shit right up their ass with Lamar just running that shit up. I mean, that rush by Lamar Jackson was absolutely wonderful to watch. And, something similar can happen, but I just get a feeling the Buffalo Bills are tightened up. They're ready to go. And that offense for the Bills looks dangerous. So I think the final scoreline comes down to the Ravens 20, the Buffalo Bills 30. And let's move on to the next game, rolling right along into Sunday. And listen, the Cleveland Browns are going to be facing a very daunting task, facing the first seed in the Kansas City Chiefs. I know they're massive underdogs. I know Kansas City is going to probably have fans over there, and atmosphere is going to be massive because you're defending your Super Bowl. But I'm going to say it right here, right now. The Cleveland Browns are going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. They're going to cover that plus 10 spread. The game's going to go over at 57.5. And fuck it, man. Final scoreline, 43-42. Cleveland Browns. Why are you so confident in the Browns? Have you seen what they did last week to the fucking Steelers? I know I was calling the fucking Steelers out for weeks on end, for months. But, man, no coach. Away, on the road, and you grab an amazing win. I mean, first, road playoff win since 1967, and Man, Baker, Juice, and the boys have the fucking... they have the lightning strike going on right now. I don't know, boys. I get a feeling the Cleveland Browns are going to spank the Kansas City Chiefs. And whatever Patrick Mahomes magic you got, I think it'll be there. But I think the Browns just have that slight edge. Maybe not the talent, sure. I'm not fucking shitting on the Chiefs at all here in terms of talent. They're still great. They are. But what I've seen from the Chiefs throughout the season is just their relative inconsistency and their, I don't know, just their tendency to trip up over themselves. I don't know if that's, been washed out in the past week, but I don't really feel confident about the Chiefs moving forward. And you know what, man? I've said this too. What if after this Super Bowl, right? Super Bowl 54, Andy Reid kind of reverts back to his old choking ways. Barbecue Reid style. It could happen. But I am going to go against all reason, logic, all these fucking experts telling you, oh, the spread's too good for the Chiefs. The money line's too good for the Chiefs. I'm going with the Browns. Now, to be fair, after I did say the Browns are going to win and beat the Steelers, I also doubled down and said the Ohio State Buckeyes would beat the Alabama Crimson Tide. So take that for what you will. Fuck that one up. But the Cleveland Browns, I feel good about them. Now, let's move on to the next game where another team that kind of wears a brown, but not really, like the shittier, like diarrhea-looking brown with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're going to be facing the New Orleans Saints. Yes, the AARP Bowl that we have been all waiting for between Tom Brady and Drew Brees is going to be taking place on Sunday evening. And you know what, man? I think it's going to be really fucked up. But I think the legacy of failure in the Saints will be cemented in this game. I get a feeling the Buccaneers win this. They cover the +3 spread. The game goes under at 52. Buccaneers 23, Saints 18. I hear all you goddamn Saints fanboys going crazy, but I just don't trust Sean Payton. For whatever reason, I don't. If you compare him to Bruce Arians, I mean, I shit on Bruce Arians a lot too. But just head coaching battle, I would give the slight edge to Bruce Arians. And then you look at the offense and think, well, again, quarterbacks are both old. This is why we call it the AARP Bowl. But weapon to weapon, if you're just comparing straight up, you got to give the slight edge to the Buccaneers. And I think their O-line's been kicking pretty well. Their defense has been, up to snuff, although, hey, shout out to the man Heineke last week and the Redskins doing the fucking business. But something about this New Orleans team, I just don't have a lot of confidence in. And it could be just their relative lackluster regular season tumbling. And sure, everyone looks at the Nickelodeon Chicago Bears game and think, oh, the Saints are great. Well, I don't know. In the divisional side, it could be a whole different animal. And if I'm not mistaken, the Saints actually have an overwhelming record against the Buccaneers, but I do get a feeling that the Bucs just somehow get this shit done. So, boys and girls, that'll do it for me on this version of the Piggyskin Picks. Because, we only got 4 games, and the 4 winners that I'm picking is going to be the Packers, the Bills, the Browns, and the Buccaneers. So hopefully we have a good set of games in the next 2 days, and then conference championship, baby. I mean, we're going to skip the fucking Pro Bowl, but then Super Bowl on mute, skipping the halftime show because the weekend is ass. Now, that'll do it for me, for real, boys and girls. Follow me at the Sky Lounge and all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily content. And until next time, tits and fuck off.